West Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit... On first down, Manning. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
This is because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big
fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On first and 10, here's Manning. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Throwing again. Manning. That is caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he
aimed for him. 4 plays, 4 passes.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Shane Vereen, his second touchdown on the season. And the
there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. Whatever they said appears to have worked. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On first down, it's Stafford. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
To throw is Stafford. And Tate's got it. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate hitting this thing up. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some...
And went no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he takes this one just shy of midfield.
A handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team.
Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Manning to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
An interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
Pass interference. Defense.
So flag.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
Backs, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10. Gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case,
trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
And in this case, it backfired.
Worth noting, you remember 2007 against the Vikings, 3 pick-sixes Manning had in that game, tied for the most in a game in NFL history.
So study his career. They've thrown the ball downfield a lot. That's where you'll accumulate a few more interceptions.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the toe. And last time, decent field position through the pick-six, obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession. No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Manning, right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. I mean, Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers.
Begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. To throw is Manning. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Play right away, and the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
Really, it's a solid draft class from a year ago. They were able to address some key weak spots on their team and fill in some holes.
And they were able to identify the players they wanted early in the reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good.
Number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for
much more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
Big-time penetration and throw people for losses.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Theo Riddick with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of them to a quick start.
Manning now to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the focus case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. They convert on third. Again, they'll throw with Manning. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, it's Manning. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here.
Manning will try again on second down. And this is complete. It's Marshall. He got 29 yards that time. And the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and completions and touchdowns. Just another connection.
No doubt about it. That's the Eli Manning we know. Pushing the ball downfield.
And he is in. Touchdown.
Moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they will start out in great shape up very close to midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Riddick with a carry. And he's got some space here. Theo Riddick past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I
there?
didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. Third time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in the...
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the receptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Into the red zone now. Manning. His throw caught right around the 6. And they'll try to run it with Vereen. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do...
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Shane Vereen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record.
And that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And that is no good. I hit it well from distance.
This one winds up no good.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football.